So King Charles is allegedly perplexed that King Harry is accusing the palace of sabotaging the reconciliation between King Charles and Prince Harry. And I'm wondering, what's he perplexed about? Why is he perplexed about it? Even some of the royal rotors are finally saying the truth.
People within the royal household who do want to undermine the reconciliation between Charles and Harry. For starters, there is William, who, and plenty of people on his team, who think that it's a very foolish, stupid move. And then there are lots of people in Charles's own camp, his courtiers, who don't think it's a great move. And leading among them is Charles's private secretary, Sir Clive Alderton, a well-known Harry foe. I mean, it's there in Harry's book. He describes him as the Wasp. He says he's the Wasp. I understand Harry's point of view. Like, Harry feels like the back briefing against him and the sort of use of anonymous sources to undermine him. You know, it was one of the main complaints in Spare, and he feels that it was a massive contributory factor in the sort of breakdown of his mental health. You can see, right? It would make you feel paranoid if there's stuff appearing in the paper and you've had a conversation with a person and you've said one thing, and then an account of it appears in the newspaper that says something totally different.
So that was Tom Sykes, I believe. He's usually the mouthpiece of William. But even he is saying the truth. There are people who are going to extra lengths to sabotage the reconciliation between King Charles and Prince Harry. And the first name he mentions clearly was William. Like I said in my previous video, William's not happy about any reconciliation between his father and his brother. And then he mentioned some other people. So Harry is very right to think that there are people in the palace, within the palace, who do not want this reconciliation to happen and are actively sabotaging it by briefing to the press. The Rangers have said it's make briefing. But we all know the Rangers are quite, so we can't even take them seriously. But this royal rota is finally saying the truth. They're briefing against Harry. They're briefing and trying to sabotage any reconciliation between King Charles and Prince Harry. So Harry was right. I don't know why King Charles is perplexed when really he should be talking to his courtiers, he should be talking to his aides, his mouthpieces, and also not revealing what the meeting was about. Because if Harry's saying people are briefing against him and then you start telling people what the meeting was about and it gets back to Harry, of course Harry's going to know where the leak, where the briefing is coming from. So a lot of squaddies have come into my videos and said Prince Harry needs to move on from the whole thing, move on even from King Charles, and stop looking for reconciliation where he is clearly not wanted and they want to keep using him as a scapegoat for all of their shenanigans and to cover for everything that they're doing. And I'm starting to agree with the squaddies who say that, because if the meeting was between King Charles and Prince Harry, then how did the details get out? So King Charles clearly told somebody, and the person clearly told somebody else. So yeah, instead of being perplexed, deal with your aides, deal with your palace, and stop leaking like a sieve. Like, it's easy, it's simple.